Hello everybody, welcome to another card making day here in Simcoe, Ontario, where I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my Stampin' Up! Website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. The suite we're going to use today is the Bee Mine suite. Now, we've used this suite a couple of times. It's a lovely suite. It's on page 9 in the January to April mini catalogue. Beautiful suite. The whole suite is $103, but within the suite you get the stamps and the punch, the beautiful DSP, the ribbon, the pillow boxes, which we haven't used yet, and the adhesive gems. The adhesive gems are lovely. Little hearts and flowers. Perfect for a Valentine's Day card, and that's what we're going to make today. Now, if you buy this suite, as I say, it's $103. If you add another package of your designer series paper, you'll spend $120, which means you can then pick 2 items from the celebration catalogue instead of just one. For every $60 you spend, you can pick an item, for a free item from the celebration catalogue, and they're just beautiful items: stamp sets, designer series paper, punches, ribbons, different odds and ends, but all useful items. So the paper we're going to use is from this suite. This is the paper we're going to use. It has the beautiful, lovely little coloured bees on the back, but we are going to use the flowered side. A lovely stamp set with lots of nice Valentines and happy stamps there to use. These are the gems. You've got Pool Party White. I think that's Daffodil Delight. Does it tell me? No. This is Sweet Sorbet, and this is Petal Pink, I believe. Lovely colours, and they all go together and they work very well. We're going to use the stamps from the Bee Mine suite and the designer series paper, but we're going to use this quite old embossing folder called Swiss Dots. Okay, it just puts a nice pattern on your paper, and I have some really old heart dies. They were called Bee Mine stitched framelets, and they have some beautiful stitched hearts and some plain hearts. I've pulled 3 hearts out that I'm going to use today. They're different sizes, and we're going to punch those out of the front of the card. So we'll get started right away. We have for our card, we're going to use Sweet Sorbet for the card base there. Now, I also have some red and white twine. Now, the red is not exactly the same color as the Sweet Sorbet, but it's going on white cardstock, on the white part, so you're not really going to notice that it doesn't match perfectly. So we have a basic card, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We've got a piece of the DSP, not that piece, this piece, which is 5 inches by 3 3/4, and we've got 2 pieces of basic white, which are 5 1/4 by 4. One's going on the inside, one's going on the front. So let's get started. Excuse me, let's get started. What do we want to do first? I think first of all we are going to cut out the hearts, because we're going to cut out the hearts and then we're going to emboss, so that we don't get rid of the embossing. You know, we don't squash it all out of place when we put these through, when we run it through for the hearts. So we're going to do the hearts first. We're going to take a piece of the basic white that we have, just one piece, and I'm just going to put these 3 hearts randomly on my card front here. Let me think. Yeah, let's put that one there, and then we'll put that one here. That way, maybe? No, let's make them all go similar. There. So they're just like that. Doesn't really matter where you put them. Okay, it just you just want to make sure you've got them on your piece of basic white. Now, your piece of DSP is a little bit smaller than your piece of basic white, so if you want to, you can lay it over the top just to make sure that all your hearts are within the DSP. Now I have to take this over to the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, so I have to step away for just a minute and I'll be right back. So here we are with hearts we've cut out. We've got this one. Oops. Now this heart here cut out a heart, but it also cut out a lovely little heart border as well. I'm just going to poke that out so you can see it. There. I'm not going to use that heart border, but we're going to keep it because, you know, you can use it on another card and it'll work nicely on another card. And then we've got these two. There, so we cut out 3 hearts. We're going to keep this one because we're going to stamp on it. The other pieces we're going to put it to one side, we'll use on another card. So that's what we've got for a card front. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stamp on the front of the card, and I need to do that before I emboss as well. So we'll do all of the stamping right now. And because these are photopolymer stamps, I need my brown foam mat to give me some give to my stamps. This heart here, which we punched out of there, we're going to stamp a sentiment on, and we're going to stamp the the insert for the card, and we're going to use Sweet Sorbet ink so that it matches the cardstock. So we've got Bee Mine, and that's going to go in the bottom corner here on the front of the card. Lovely. So that's one. We've got this heart here, and on this heart we are going to get Happy Valentine's Day. Now it's just going to fit, so I have to kind of be careful and lean over, right over the top of it, so that, sorry, you may have missed that. That's where I put the Bee Mine, because I've just moved my card up. Now we're going to stamp on this, but I need to pull this a little bit towards me so that I can lean over and get this right on the heart, get all of the wording on the heart. Hopefully that worked lovely. Right, and then we've got one last thing to stamp, and that's the center. And the part for the stamp for the center says, "You'll always be the one for me." Let's get that inked, and we're just going to stamp that in the center, maybe a little higher than center. There. That's it. That's all we need to do for stamping, I think. There. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here and put it in the embossing folder, which I had here, this one. We're going to put it in this embossing folder, and it just fits nicely all the way around. Move it up a little bit. There. Got lots of nice dots all around, and I have to go back to the big shot and emboss this now. So there it is, and it makes a lovely front for the card. There. All right, close that up. So we've got the inside. We've got the Happy Valentine heart, we've got the front of the card. Now we've got this piece. We're going to layer these like this so that you see the hearts, the flowers through the hearts. So I'm just going to turn that over, and then I'll center this piece on there. I'm just going to use some liquid adhesive, and I'll center this piece on here, and when we turn it over, everything will be lined up nicely. So let me just find some liquid adhesive here. Now, I'm going to put it right around the outside of the card. Hope I've left enough room. And then I'm going to put some liquid adhesive sort of in between the hearts and just around them, just to make sure I've got a good grip. There, that should do. Just to make sure the paper stays. Turn this over, and this is just slightly smaller than my card front. I should be using my my silicone mat to put my glue down. Lovely, lovely. So there you have the front of the card, almost. So what we're going to do next, we've done all the stamping we need to do, so we're going to take this and we're going to take some twine, just see, yep, and wrap it around 2 or 3 times, just on an angle. Got a little, maybe a little piece of glue there. Yep, just a little piece. And we're going to wrap this around the card 2 or 3 times. Just loosely, not too tight, because we don't want to bend the card. If we pull the string too tight, we're going to we'll bend the card, and we don't want that to happen. And I'm going to try and start here low, tip this piece up on an angle, and then go on a different angle, see? And then maybe, whoops, keep that finger there, wrap this over here, and maybe wrap it around like that, so it goes like that. Just 2 or 3 pieces of 2 or 3 times around your card, and then because you've kept them kind of loose, you can move them, you can adjust them a little bit if you want to. I think I want to make the piece where they cross over, I think I want to make it go up here a little bit more, up this way, there, because I think I want to put a little bow there. So I'm going to lie this down face down, and I'm just going to take some adhesive. Oh, do I have any? Yes, I do. Let's stay right there. I'm going to glue this loose end down first, and I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive on the back of my card, sticking that down to it. It doesn't matter where you stick it. Turn it over, make sure you're happy with what you have. Now it's gone loose there, so I'm going to start again. Going there, going there, going there. Just going to spread those two just a little bit. There, turn it down, snip this off, a little bit of adhesive here, and tuck that over there. So there I've got this held in place. I'm just going to spread those just a little bit there. Right, so that looks nice. So then this is going on the front of the card, so we can just use our Stamp and Seal Plus. There. Just put a little couple of pieces in the center. This is going to go on the front of the card, just like so. Make sure it's pressed down everywhere it can be. We have a piece for the inside that says you'll always be the one for me. About 1/8 of an inch all the way around. There. And then this heart here, the Happy Valentine's Day heart, we're going to pop it up on 3 dimensionals. Put it in the center of this heart. Just so. And all I'm going to do now is take an extra piece of twine, and actually I'm going to cut it into 2, maybe 3 pieces. Let's cut it into 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3 pieces about the same length. These are about 9 inches long, and I'm just going to hold them together, and I'm going to make some rabbit ears here and rabbit ears here. So I've got them 2 sets of rabbit ears. I'm not going to worry if they twist, doesn't matter. Hold them there. Pull these, and then I'm just going to, I want to make sure I've got all my threads at the back so that I can grab the loose ends there and there, pull them back to make my bow even. And you might have to juggle this a little bit, you know, because you want your loops to be sort of not necessarily all the same length, but you sometimes need to figure out which thread to pull to make, like I want to make this loop here a little bit smaller. So I need to figure out which thread is going to pull that loop. So I'm just going to pick a thread and pull it. Wrong one. Pick the next one. Nope. Let's pull that back. So it's got to be this one. No, it's not. Which thread is it? This one. There. And you just need to make sure your loops are even. It doesn't matter whether your threads are even, because your threads you're going to pull your threads anyway and cut the ends to make them all sort of similar. Like that. Give it a tug. Let's see how big it is. Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to trim the ends. There. And there. Oops. Give this a little pull because it looks a little bigger. And then I'm just going to take a glue dot make sure I'm putting it on the back of the bow. And just that there. There we are. That's better. That's a nice bow on the front of the card. So there you have today's card. Lovely, quite simple, quick card. It's my own design. If you want to copy and share, please do so. Just see where you saw the card made. And if you sell your cards, please use the Stampin' Up! Angel stamp on the back, which just says all the supplies used were Stampin' Up! Supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.